Thank you, baby. Hello guys, hi. கேக்குதா நல்லா கேக்குதா? You can hear me, no? தமிழ் தெரியுமா? எனக்கு தெரியாது. So, yeah, I prefer the new languages. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking Kannada and Duolingo actually. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I have been standing there for half an hour, okay? And I had this doubt, okay? Let me explain. Is this a chair or a stool? Because you see, it's tall enough to be a stool, yeah? But it's more like a chair, okay? But I think personally that it does not have enough backrest to be a chair, okay? So it's something between a stool and a chair. It's a stair. You just wait. So actually, if you take a seat on it, I'm upstairs. And if I get off, I'm downstairs. And the stair is on stage. Okay, if you're with me for this joke, you're gonna have a great show today. Okay. That was the point of that. I just wanted to know how dialed in you are. Okay, great. You guys are doing great. Okay, I've been talking for a while. Do you know where I'm from? Yeah, that was too fast. I know it was in the poster, but even then it hurts. Okay, yeah, I'm from Kerala. Okay, I'm from Kerala. I'm from the small village in Kerala. I don't know if you've heard. It's called Kuwait. It's right next to Dubai, if you don't know. Yeah. And I was born in Kuwait because of circumstances I was not in control of. My mom was a nurse in Kuwait, and my dad just happened to be there. And yeah, and I'm here now. Yeah. I had a great childhood in Kuwait, okay? I had a great childhood in Kuwait. You know, I used to go out and play a lot. You know, and Kuwait, Middle East has great starry nights, okay? I used to go out and play. And my dad used to say, okay, if you go, like, if you look at the sky, and if there's a shooting star, and if you wish on it, okay, your dreams will come true. And I used to do that. I used to do that a lot. Yeah. But when I grew up, I realized, you know, it was actually US missile strikes. I should have wished for world peace, but that didn't work out. But I ended up here in Chennai. I've been here in Chennai for 3+ years now. Okay, 2 of those years I've been stuck in traffic. Yeah, I also come from Porur. Yeah, I met Venki in traffic only. Yeah. We bonded over traffic. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you guys know about Porur. You know, he's the Porur comic, but I'm new to it. Okay, Porur, I feel, is like the anus of Chennai. Okay, it's at the. Let me explain. Okay, because if you look at Chennai, Chennai is sea facing. Porur is at the rear end. Okay, and it's always constipated. Nothing goes in, nothing goes out. Okay, Porur needs an enema. Okay, I feel like the metro will do that. Okay, but the problem with enemas is it will fall in chunks. See, I know, okay, when it happened, when the actual metro pillar fell, okay, I was like, I know there is a joke there, okay, but I need time, okay, because with time, everything is funny, okay. That incident, okay, is the 9/11 of Porur. Never forget. Alright. See, you know, do you know how many metro pillars are there from like DLF to Guindy? I know. Okay. Because I take a share auto every day from like DLF to Guindy, okay? And I've been counting. every day, both ways. Okay, I counted one way, coming back one less. I'm like, what happened? Am I losing it? But yeah, man, yeah. He told me, he told no, I'm a product manager. Okay, I don't have an SUV. Okay, namesake manager only. Okay, even my manager doesn't respect me. Okay, no one reports to me. Okay, the only reports I'm getting is on Instagram. Okay. Which is why my main mode of transport is Rapido actually. Okay, because I don't have it in me. Okay, I don't have it in me to drive like a bike here in Chennai. Okay, because if you walk here on the footpaths in Chennai, okay, someone will 10-minute deliver you somewhere. Like they don't care. Okay, like before you pay, they're like we have to start packing. I'm like, okay, I can't do that. Okay, which is why I take Rapido everywhere. Okay, do you know? I don't know if you guys know. Do you know what a Rapido power pass is? Yes. You don't know? Oh, sorry, you're upper class audience. I understand. Okay, this poor poor people would know. Okay, really poor people. Okay, so Rapido power pass is like a subscription for Rapido. Okay, like you will get like 5 rupees, 10 rupees off on every ride. Okay, I use that to have tea. Okay. So, and this tea habit also came because of Chennai. Okay, like when I came to Chennai like 3 years ago, I was like a boy. Okay, like now I'm a big boy. Yeah, yeah. And all of my bad habits, bad habits started in Chennai only. I was a complete teetotaler before coming to Chennai. Okay, now. Now that like back in Kuwait and all, I used to be like a Habibi white shawarma. Okay, one shawarma I can order, sir. You're not getting shawarma. Okay, but here it's like Anna or Dhamma or tea. Okay, actually it's not Anna, it's Cheta only. Okay, and here's the thing. Okay, I read somewhere on Instagram only. Okay, that if you have tea and if you smoke, your chances of mouth cancer are higher. Because you will burn your mouth, okay, and that will cause the smoke to get absorbed into your system much faster, which is why I stopped having tea. Yeah. But here's the thing, I take Rapido to go everywhere, okay, and that happened like, and here the everything, the system is quite different here, okay, like you book a ride and you assume he'll come and pick you up. But here you have to do this entire dance. Okay. It's like a meeting dance. Okay. You have to call them up and be like, Anna Veringla. And he's like, think panta. Like he's like mood illa. Sometimes he says he'll come and then he cancels. Okay. And I know that I have to play this dance. Okay. So I have to make sure that, he feels like hey, this guy is gonna be a good rider now. Okay. Like on every app there is like you're as a rider also, you can give the driver a rating, no? There is a rider rating also. I track my rating. If it falls behind 4.5, I am sending SMSs like messages to my auto. What happened? Did I do something wrong? I can make this right. Okay. And I'm like, okay, this one day, one of the first times I'm using Rapido, it's around 10:30 at night, okay. I wanted to go somewhere, okay. I wanted to be dropped at the metro, okay. And I called up to the Rapido guy and I'm like, Anna, Varingla. Okay. And he's like, madam, Bandit. They thought I was Venkat. This happens, okay, because when you're trying to be, soft and non-confrontational with people, you naturally adopt a softer voice, okay, and that causes people to misunderstand you, okay, and I'm like, of course, it's gonna show up, and it's not gonna be an issue, right, yeah, and there is also this thing, okay, like women in general do it, like if people are nice to you, okay, you don't really change that, no, right, you should, ma'am. Should draw boundaries. Okay, I'm like, hey, he'll come. you'll see. Okay, this is peak pandemic. Okay, I'm wearing a mask, wearing like baggy clothes. Okay, he's coming. He's like, madam, erunga. Na erata. And I talked to him. Okay, like I like having conversations with like Rapido drivers and all. Okay, because one day I want to do like an MBA. Okay, because I'm a people pleaser. I'm a people person. People person. Yeah. So I'm having a conversation, getting to know him. Okay, he's like newly married. Okay, he lives with his family only. He has a brother. He also lives with them. And all those frustrations and all he's telling me. Okay, I'm like, I'm listening. Hey, good conversation I'm having. My rating is going up only. Okay. And like at one point he's like, madam, where do you actually want to go? Yeah. I wanted to be dropped off at the metro only. And like my house is in Porur, near Ramapuram area, SRM College. It's like, oh, my house is also in Ramapuram. I can drop you there. It's 10:30 at night. I'm shit scared at this point. Okay. Because I feel like this man believes that something more than a UPI transaction is going to happen. I'm like, I have to set things straight. Yeah. And I told him, okay, Anna, நான் பெம்பளை கிடையாது, நான் ஆம்பளை தான். And he was taken aback. Okay, he braked the vehicle, he did a wheelie and all. Okay, he turned it around and he looked straight at me. Okay, he looked straight at me. Okay, he looked at my eyes, then he looked down. I'm like, bro, look down. And then he was like, oh bro, sorry bro, tappa pochu bro, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm like, it's fine. Mistakes happen. You know, the one thing that I've realized about Chennai, Chennai people are actually nice people. Okay, if it rains. Between rains, really good people. Okay, it's because of the heat. Okay, you bring the nicest person that you know to Chennai. Okay, 3 years later, he's the most asshole guy that you know. It's not because of anything else. He's just irritable. It's just sweat. Okay, sticky all the time. Okay. So I know this and I understand, okay, that Chennai people very hospitable people, and so I knew and I forgave him. Okay, and I'm like, bro, it's fine. Okay, you can drop me home. Yeah. We continued that conversation and he dropped me home also. Yeah. My back was aching for a week after that. Because of the metro construction, guys. What are you guys thinking? Like dirty audience, yeah. Okay. But yeah. You saw like Venki. Okay. Nikhil will also come after this. Okay. There is one thing that's common with both of them. They are both gonna complain about relationships. Okay. Baini there. Like your dating pool is the entirety of Bay of Bengal. Okay. You've filled shows with your dates. Okay. And then still wait. Okay. I'm not here to do that. Okay. I'm not here to do that. Okay. Because I am in a very happy relationship. Woo! Yeah. You can clap. Yeah. In fact, I am in multiple happy relationships. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Some people call it third wheeling. You know some people. Okay? See, it's not a third wheel for me. Okay, I am the training wheel. Okay, I am the support that you need so that it doesn't fall off. Okay, so I am like very important part of like relationships. Okay, because men and women in relationships are very different. Okay, very different. Okay, like women put in more effort. Okay, after the relationship starts. Subtle difference. Okay, before different equation. After, women put more effort. Okay, like everything. Like women wear perfume. Okay, men are still discovering deodorant. And it's like, bro, you wore deodorant today, no? You forgot. See, because you never know. Like you go on Zepto and like deodorant. Okay, and it's always the blue or the black bottle that you buy. Okay, you're like there is no variety there. Okay, you're like, hey, Old Spice, what is cardamom, grambu? Just buy. Okay, women put in more effort. Okay, women put in more effort. Women are like, like turbulent rivers in a relationship. Okay, there are ebbs and flows. Okay, there is a range. Yeah. Men are like stagnant lakes. Yeah. If you get close, it starts to stink. There is a lot of cleaning up that women have to do to make it bearable. Yeah, it's an upskill process. Okay, and I am a very important part of this. Yeah, because I convert, girlfriend requirements and translate it into bro code. Okay. I'm the only person in the relationship with context. So I know both sides. Okay. And the girlfriends I become really good friends with them, okay? And they are like, hey, Jiby, why do you not have a girlfriend? Okay. Why? Okay, it doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense to me. How can I have a girlfriend when I'm already managing 3? See, that's a full-time job. Okay. These guys, they come back from office and all, they'll talk to their girlfriends and then say, tag you're it. And I am talking to them afterwards. And then I have to summarize this conversation and tell it back to him. I am the chat GPT in this relationship. But it gets exhausting, okay? It gets exhausting. Okay, I'm emotionally burned out. This is a cry for help. See, if it's only like after work, it's fine. Okay, my work also is like this only. I'm a product manager. Okay, product manager. I take requirements from developers and customers and translate it to the CEO. Okay. So, and these people are very similar. Okay. Developer and girlfriend both need validation from QA. Okay, and I'm stuck in between this. I'm stuck. Like sometimes the CEO comes to me and it's like, hey, the CMO is not talking to me. I'm like, what happened? Did you go to the concert with the HR? It's like, no, that's not it. We are not hitting targets this quarter. I'm like, so what? Okay, and CMO is not talking. The CEO and CMO, they are actually married in real life, okay? See, every time we hit targets, she gets pregnant. Those are products I don't want to manage. I was tired, okay? I was tired. So I decided I wanted to get fired from the job. Okay. Because one of these things, okay, being therapist for my friends, it's fine. Okay. It gives me some learnings. My job, not so much. Okay. I get paid. Okay, I get paid. I get paid enough to stay. You understand what I'm telling you? Just enough to not leave. Okay, I was done. Okay, because even when you love doing something, okay, I love my job. Okay, I'm good at it. Okay, sometimes. Okay, but even when you love something, you have to let go sometimes. It's actually deep. So I decided I wanted to get fired from this job. Fired. Okay. Not quit. Fired. There is a difference. Okay. Because it's like being in a relationship only. I want to get dumped by my job. So I decided, okay, I'll start doing things. Just the same things that you do in a relationship, okay. For the next 3 months, okay, I started this process like 1 year ago. First 3 months, I stopped doing all work. Okay. Stop putting in effort only. Okay. 3 months, nobody noticed. Because you see, no one else is working. You thought you were putting in effort, and then you stop, and then you realize the other person was also not putting any effort. I was insulted, but I was like, okay, I just want to get fired, no? Okay, after 3 months, my manager calls me. I'm like, okay, today is the day. I'm getting fired. Manager calls me and like, Jiby, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, nothing's going on. I act aloof. Okay, I act stupid. Okay, because if you act smart, you'll get more work. Okay. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, I act stupid only. He's like, Jiby, I know what's going on. You've been with the company for 3+ years now. I know what you're capable of. Okay. I know what you're capable of. So from now on, you don't have to take up much responsibilities. Yeah. You can just mentor people. I'm like, sir, what will you do then? He's like, shh. This is our secret now. Now it feels like I'm having an affair with the manager. Okay, he's talking shit about other people and all to me. Okay, I'm like, stop. I feel used. I'm like, okay, that didn't work. Okay. So for the next 3 months, I decided I'll ghost them. Okay, ghost. I started like taking up all my leaves, showing up late to work. Nobody noticed again. Nobody noticed. Because they didn't care. They never cared. What was I worried about? But then again, after the 3 months, my manager calls me again. Again he calls me. I'm like, Jiby, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, nothing's going on. I'm playing the same game. Okay. I am weaponizing my mediocrity now. Okay. I was like, Jiby, I know what's going on. Okay. I've given you too much power now. Okay. You're negotiating with me. I am not. See, from now on, you don't have to come into work. You can take work from home. I didn't get fired, guys. Now I'm sitting at home telling people what to do. Not fired. I'm pissed at this point. I'm like, I have to do something so fireable that they fire me immediately. Okay. And the best way to do that, I decided, I'll go trouble this girl in my office. Okay. Easy way to get fired. Quick reaction time. Yeah. So I decided I'll go. I found this girl. Okay, and I decided to trouble her every day. Every day. Okay. I used to go up to her desk and like a cat, I used to move her laptop around. Meow. Okay. 3 months I did this. Okay. Talking to her. She never complained. Yeah, she never complained. I'm like, okay, this is not working. I'll have to escalate this a little more. Okay. So I decided, one day, I went up to her and I asked her out for coffee. She said yes. Yeah, I love my job, guys. I love going to the office, yeah. But there's this thing, okay. At one point, you're like, new things will happen in life also, okay. But then in the back of your mind, okay, this is not it. Okay, this is not the end game. So you have to find the courage to finally go and take the decision that you have to take. No? You have to let go of things sometimes. So I decided I'll go tell my manager that I'm finally quitting. Okay. I wrote down a script and all. Okay, I decided I'll go tell my manager. And I go up to him, okay. I'm like shaking and all. Okay. And before I could open my mouth, okay, my manager is like, Jiby. I'm like, yeah. I'm like that only all the time. It's like, you do stand-up comedy and all, no? I'm like, yeah, I do. Can you do stand-up at our office annual event? This is when it hits me, okay? If you want to get fired from your job, that's the best way to do it, no? You've always wanted to do this. You wanted to say fuck you to everyone and leave. So I had that golden opportunity, okay. So I decided to write like 30 minutes of material, okay, roasting everybody, okay. And I decided to go up there and do it, okay. Some 300, 400 people show up, okay, across the globe. Some white people also show up. I don't know, the sales guy or something. Okay. I'll come and they're there, and I go up on stage and I roast the fuck out of them, okay. Everybody fucking loves it. I am a celebrity in my office now. People are giving me like high fives and all. Manager is doing this at me. You know the girl that I asked out for coffee, when I walk by, she's like, hey, my hero. Oh, I still didn't get fired, guys. Okay, at this point, I'm like, okay, I am done. I'm done. Okay, I quit. I quit my job in Jan. Okay, you can clap for that actually. The thing is, I didn't know what to do after that. Okay. Because you see, the reason why I did all this, because my parents are like, I used to have like anxiety issues. I still have anxiety issues, okay. But I tell my parents this, they're like, hey, we gave you everything in life. Give you everything in life, okay. And why are you worried? Okay, you are being ungrateful. Okay. And from that perspective, it makes sense. Okay. Because my dad, at my age, okay, at the age of 26, he was an MCom dropout. Because he couldn't pay the fee to continue his studies. Okay. At my age, my mom was working in Bihar, okay, as a nurse during the Maoist attacks. Yeah. Even now, she just flinches for no reason. Yeah. But yeah, it makes sense, okay. I'm being kind of ungrateful, okay. So maybe if I put myself in a situation where I am under constraints, I'll become more grateful, okay, which is the reason why I decided to quit, okay. Great idea, actually. Yeah, I got good at a lot of other things. You don't want to know. But then I was like, at one point, I'm like, okay, I need like another job, okay, because you can't, this doesn't pay. This is for, validation only. No one wants validation. Okay. I'm like, okay, I have to find a job. Okay, so I go on the best site for that, LinkedIn. Okay, I make a profile and all those things. I'm like, okay, HR will message me. Okay. Like it's like dating apps only. Okay. Talking stage and all there also. Okay. You will think you will get something. Lots of teasing happened. Then we are like, we are going with someone else. And you get it also. Someone better is always there. Plenty of fish in the sea. But one day I get a message from an HR. Okay, I'm like, hey, this is it. I'm getting this job. Okay, I'm like, hey, your experience and your like all those things match. Okay, and like we would like to have you on board and all this. I'm like, hey, I'm getting this. Then I look at the company name. It's my previous company. And the role was the same role that I quit. I messaged him. I'm like, bro, I just quit. What's going on? He's like, hey, but we like you, bro. We want you back. What? See, this is the most desirable I've ever felt. I'm like, no, thank you, I'm moving on. Okay. Like they're like, please. No. That didn't work out. Okay. And then during this time only, remember the girl that I asked out for coffee. Okay. That didn't pan out. Okay. 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 See, men have this thing, okay, like I told, no, like we are like emotionally stagnant lakes and all. Okay. Men do this thing where they mistake women's kindness for affection. Okay. If you don't understand it, think about it. You'll get it. Okay. So I made that mistake. Okay. She's friends only. Okay. Like, hey, it's fine. It's like I've moved on. evidently. And we are like talking and all. She's like, she actually got engaged actually last week. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm used to it. I am invited to all of my crushes' marriages. I will put chair also. I will. But I'm like, hey, great only. And I'm like, can I see a photo of the guy? Because, yeah, last step I have to do on myself only. And she showed me, okay. He looked exactly like me. Yeah. I'm like, where is he from? Kerala. What does he do? Product manager. What did I do wrong? Okay, this part is actually a lie, okay? That didn't happen. Okay. The guy who she got married to looked like the guy she had a crush on while in the office. Yeah. I knew because I was there. Because even I didn't know, but I put myself in friend zone all the time. Yeah. We're having a great time, no? I am not. I actually had one more set, but I'm out of time. Wow, maybe I should do a show solo next. But guys.